What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Now in today's video I am bringing you possibly my favorite build to date. It is of course one of the new green brand sets introduced with this patch, the Hunter's Fury. Now before I go into the actual build breakdown, I just want to give a big shout out and thanks to all my recent and current subscribers for supporting the channel. If you're new, I recommend you subscribe and do turn on that notification bell. I will be releasing another PvP video very soon, incorporating the new SMG exotic that we just got as well. Of course, I'm referring to the Backfire, so you're gonna want to tune in for that. But let's get into today's build video, shall we? So like I mentioned just a little while ago, this is a Hunter's Fury build. We are not utilizing all 6 pieces, we're only making use of 4. and I'll actually explain why we are not using the chest or the backpack. But first we start with the specialization. If you paid attention to the opening sequence, you will have noticed that in some clips I am using the gunner, in other clips I'm using demolitionist. I'm really on the fence. I like them both, so it'll come down to your personal preference which one you decide to use. For my primary weapon, and still the best SMG in the game, it is of course the Lady Death. It's got a total damage at the moment of 102,000. Not yet God rolled. I have 12.5% SMG damage, 17.5% crit chance, 5% damage to armor, and the talent Breathe Free. Now the Lady Death did receive a slight nerf with this patch, but not enough to really affect it. It's still super strong and fun to use as well. For my secondary, I am using the new high-end named shotgun introduced in this patch as well, the MOP. It's got a total damage of 1 million. It came with 15% shotgun damage, 11% damage to armor, plus 10% armor on kill, and I rolled Optimist on it. For our sidearm, we are not too concerned about it with this build. So we are using 4 pieces, and let's break down this new gear set a little closer. By using 2 pieces, you gain an additional 15% shotgun damage and 15% SMG damage. So right off the bat, you know that this is a right up in your face, no nonsense type of build. By using 3 pieces, you will gain an additional 20% armor on kill and plus 100% health on kill, which comes in very handy in this scenario because this is an all red attribute build. I am not using any blues, so our armor is at basically the base, which is just 726,000. So being able to regenerate that much health and armor on kill is super important for this build. Now, if you're not too comfortable with running such little armor, you can go 4 reds, 2 blues, for example. It'll take your armor to, I believe, 1.1, somewhere around there. If that's more of your comfort zone, you can also go that route as well. Nonetheless, it's the 4 pieces that makes this build stand out from the crowd. The talent, of course, Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So right there, in itself, you can gain up to an additional 45% extra weapon damage, making this 4-piece talent super strong. I mean, just to get up to them, just to be within 15 meters of them to receive that damage is a really good bonus. Now, why aren't we using the chest and the backpack? Well, because for the backpack, you're gonna want to use the Matador. This is one of the new high-end brand sets. It is a named backpack. It comes with the perfect talent Adrenaline Rush, which whenever you are within 10 meters of an enemy, which we just clarified that we are, you gain an additional 23% bonus armor. Now, why are we concerned about this bonus armor? Because it will synergize with Intimidate, which we are using on the chest. While you have bonus armor, it amplifies weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters. So once again, we're always within 15 to 10 meters of your enemy, so at any given time, when all these bonuses and all these talents synchronize, you can gain up to an additional 75% weapon damage. We can go quickly into the actual individual gear pieces just to see how I have it. But of course, this is a crit chance, crit damage build. So you're going to want to cap out on your crit chance or come to as close to as possible as to 60%, and then invest the rest into crit damage. So for our mask, we have I rolled crit damage on it. It came with crit chance. There's our chest piece. You're going to want at least one piece of Sokolov to gain that additional 10% SMG damage. Crit damage, crit chance on the holster. Same scenario, weapon damage, crit chance. On the knees, same thing, weapon damage, crit damage. On the gloves and on the backpack as well. And if we go into my abilities, into my skills I should say, you notice how effective the Jammer Pulse is, especially against shields. And I always like to run some type of status effect skill as well. In this case, the Stinger Hive. It helps to sort of, put the brakes on your enemy and allows you to focus more on them while they're trying to get that bleed off of them. Let's quickly go into my stats. There's our weapon damage, our PvP weapon damage. We are capped at 60% crit hit chance. We have 102% critical hit damage, and add to that the additional weapon damage that we get, that additional 75%. Let's see what else. We have 94% all weapon damage bonus, 52.5% submachine gun damage bonus. There's our armor, of course. Every kill will get an additional 145% armor. Same thing with our health. Upon kill, we get an additional 282,000 health. And that, I believe, is pretty much it. It's a super strong build and very fun to use, guys. Of course, how you move, how and when you decide to engage in battle is very important, because again, we are not using, we're not running a lot of armor, so you got to be, very cautious of that as well. But aside from that, give it a try, or if you are using something similar, let me know in the comments below how you are running yours, what improvements you would make or suggestions. I would love to hear about it. And like always, guys, thank you, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.